morning, human of universe, people of universe. We have specifically chosen Sanskrit as one of the major languages for Reddit. There are many reasons behind it. One of the reasons, as I have already discussed, that we want Reddit. Actually, Reddit is already a very accomplished computer science engineer. So one reason behind teaching him Sanskrit is that because we have a vibe, and it's true actually. It's the fact that if one side of a coin is quantum computing, the other side of the coin is Vedic algorithm, and we want Reddit to learn the Vedic algorithm not through the translation of somebody else's like the Western people, but the original Vedic algorithm slokas he will have to read, and from their original Ved and original things he will read by himself, and he will learn from that. And that's the reason, one of the reasons, of course, that is one of the reasons why we are training him Sanskrit from such an early time. He is just 11 years old, but he is pretty good in computer science, of course. But Sanskrit, yeah, he has picked up the Sanskrit. He has done the classes. His mom works as his Sanskrit teacher. She teaches him many subjects, but Sanskrit is one of the major subjects. And my wife Rima, she has picked up Sanskrit very nicely only because of this purpose. So this is what some of the notes of Ridit mainly done by his mom, and these are some of the things, and this is the book that we follow. This is some of the books. So now my wife, because Rima has taken up the full responsibility of teaching him Sanskrit, and Ridit is doing pretty fine. Of course, you will find that he has already become proficient, and he has already understood the grammar pretty well. Now, my wife Rima, what do you want to add something, Rima?
Sanskrit, the language of gods, mother to many languages, being accused of being one of the most difficult languages, is somehow losing its identity, its existence. Unfortunately, it is not so. And thanks to few universities, governments, and individuals, it is again regaining its power. First of all, the myth that we all had, even when we were in school, we had that myth that Sanskrit is very difficult language. But no, it is not. It is the most logical language you will ever find. The way we have tables in maths, the valency table in chemistry. What do you call that?
Yeah, valency table.
The valency table in chemistry. In Sanskrit, we have two main things, that is the dhaturup and the shabdarup. Dhaturup is how the verb is the suffix and the prefix of a verb changes the usage, the meaning, the number of people, the person, first person, second person, third person, how the dhaturup changes accordingly, how it is enough to show if there's just one person, two persons, two people, three people, or it's first person, second person, third person, how it is. And the shabdrup with a different thing, like you have this akarant pulling, which means the word ends with a, and it is a pulling. So based on that, we have many words which are based on those forms. So if you just take care of the shabdrup and the dhaturup, and if you just logically think about it, it's one of the easiest languages. I didn't, when I was in school, as I told you, having been told that it is one of the most difficult subjects, and we just had it for few years, so we never took it seriously, we never learnt it seriously. It was always the nightmare we had before the exams. But now that I got the initiative to teach, I took the initiative to teach Ridit. It's somehow I started learning it myself, and I found it is actually very interesting, very logical, and which makes it quite easy. Ridit he has just 4-5 classes, I think, max. Rather, you can say 4-5 hours or 6 hours maybe max. And in that, he has understood the way it is being, the sentences are being formed, the way the dhatu roops and the shabd roops are used. Yes, I would say you have to learn many things. You know, the shabd roops you have to understand, you have to learn, because you have forms. I'll just show you. So you have forms here. You have the ekvachan, dvivachan, bahuvachan, which is one singular and plural, and in this it is for two people. Here you have the vibhaktis, the cases. Okay, each case, the doer or the person on whom the action is being done, the medium of action. So you have different cases, and this, if you learn, so, and it is not difficult, mind you, it is not difficult. If you just learn it a bit, and you have the dhatu roops, if you can learn them a bit or understand them, most importantly, not learning, it's understanding them, then it is not that difficult. So I'm really lucky that Ridit is able to understand, and he's able to answer, and he's able to already make sentences, translate sentences into Sanskrit and from Sanskrit. So it says that if you have a teacher who can say that no, it is not that difficult, it itself makes it easy for the student to understand. And I'm sure he will pick it up, and one day he will outrun me. Okay, that's it. I hope everybody gives Sanskrit a chance. It is, as I said, the language of gods. It is the language of India. It is the origin of India. The Veds, the Upanishads, the Gita, everything is written in Sanskrit. So if you want to know who you are, your existence, from where you come, how the world came into being, how far is the sun, is the moon, what is the relationship between the different aspects of nature, different elements of nature, please, everybody
Spiritual,
should.
psychological,
Yeah,
everything.
spiritual, psychological, everything.
Intergalactic distances and everything.
Please give this language a chance. Please include it in your life, and I'm sure it
And I'm
is
and
very.
I'm sure the term that we are using, unity through diversity. No, let's discard unity through diversity, and let's encourage unity through unison, and let Sanskrit be the language, only one language that will connect from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, the whole India. Let Sanskrit be the language of masses.
And Gujarat to, Rajasthan to the
Assam
northeast.
and northeast, yeah. So everywhere, yeah, north, south, east, west, the whole part of India should be united by one language, and that's the language of God, Sanskrit. Thank you guys. Thank you, Rima.